Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain the poem A Tiger in the Zoo written by Leslie Norris. This presentation is prepared by Akshaj Kumar Sethi, a student of class 10 studying in Kendra Vidyalaya Vyasnagar. So let's begin. Central idea of the poem. The poem, written by Leslie Norris, explains the agony and helplessness of a caged tiger that lives in a zoo. He contrasts and compares the life of the caged tiger with a tiger living in his natural habitat, that is, a jungle. Through the poet tries to convey that wild animals should be allowed to live freely in their natural habitat. Freedom is loved by all living beings, not just human beings. Stanza 1 of the poem. He stalks in his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. Explanation. In this line, the poet is describing a tiger in a cage. The tiger with bright and clear stripes moves inside the cage. The cage is very small, so the tiger can hardly take a few steps along its length. His pads are soft like velvet, so no one can hear the sound of its footsteps. In spite of being the most powerful creature, he is imprisoned inside a cage. This situation has made the tiger angry, but he is keeping quiet as he knows that he is helpless in the situation. Stanza 2. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass, near the water hole, where plump deer pass. Explanation. In these lines, the poet is filled with sorrow for the caged tiger. He feels that a tiger should be free in his natural habitat. He should be hiding in the shadows and quietly moving through the long grass, near the water bodies. He should be waiting for a fat and healthy deer to pass, in the hope of getting a heavy meal. The poet wants to convey that the actual life of a tiger is in a jungle and not in a cage. Stanza 3. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Explanation. In these lines, the poet explains what a tiger in his natural habitat should be doing. According to him, a free tiger should be roaring around the houses located at the jungle's edge. He should be showing his sharp white teeth and his claws to terrorize the villagers. This would create fear among the people living in the villages. Stanza 4. But he is locked in a concrete cell. He is trapped behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Explanation. In these lines, the poet's focus returned back to the angry tiger in the cage. The poet explained that unlike the tiger in the jungle, the tiger is not free. He is locked in the concrete cell. His strength and power is of no use behind the bars of the cage. He is moving in his cage, ignoring the visitors who are continuously visiting to have a look at him. Stanza 5. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Explanation. In these lines, the poet says that even at night the tiger is disturbed. He hears the last sound of the patrolling cars of the zoo officials. The tiger then stares at the shining stars with his shining eyes. The poet wants to say that the tiger is sad, and as he is confined in the cage, so he cannot do anything. Therefore, he stares at the stars in the night and tries to divert his thoughts towards them. So this was all about the poem. Thank you and have a nice day.